So today I basically spent the day cleaning up my apartment, rejigging my room and things, which is why I'm filming at a slightly different angle. And I am now almost exclusively trying to focus my time on marketing. I'm making a little bit of a pivot in some of the services that we provide, namely basically doing more, a couple more outstaffing contracts, because my marginal cost of fulfillment on those is a lot smaller, and so as a result it's easier to scale. But beyond that as well, it's also far easier to identify people that I can help, potential leads basically. And the reason it's far easier to identify those people is because they advertise that they are looking for people a lot of the time. And it's much harder to identify kind of who needs managed outsourcing projects. So yeah, that's basically consuming my focus, but I'm still very much treading that line between operations and marketing, because I think until I reach 6 figures on a monthly basis, my primary activity should be in lead generation, and the main reason for that is it gives me volume and it gives me data, and I have really started to appreciate the value of that data, because it gives me a criteria, or it gives me the ability to make criteria to use for decisions. And thus far, I've noticed as time goes on, as I do more projects and things like that, I get more data. That data is extraordinarily useful. And so, I have a contract for a placement that I recently got, and so I want to place a developer and then see how that goes. That goes well, then we need to find more people, do it again, rinse and repeat. It is a little bit scary to take on something so new. It is a little bit of a different service than we usually do, but I'm also quite excited, quite interested in it. So I'm looking forward to making that happen. I do definitely have to kind of try and stay on track with marketing activities and not let myself get too distracted with fulfillment and other things. It becomes very, very, very easy to procrastinate doing things that you don't know how to do, that you are uncomfortable at doing. And at the minute, a lot of that marketing stuff has to be done from scratch, especially for the new service and whatever. And I've worked a lot based off of referrals and things like that. But I have to move into a new and proper channel basically, and double down on that. Basically find a vehicle through which I can spend money on client acquisition, because right now I don't have a lot of that. I mean, I have referrals and things in place, but I cannot scale that, because it's not a process that I can pay money to scale. I can pay with time by basically going out and meeting people, but my time is not infinitely scalable, whereas with money, basically you can double down on things. I'm a little bit tired, so I think that explanation isn't very great, but the point is, I don't have a great vehicle through which I can spend money to acquire clients. For example, with ads, you can basically continue to spend more on ads until your LTV to CAC ratio changes and becomes very bad, essentially. Right, until you kind of hit when you stop becoming more efficient in the ads, right? And so you spend more, but you don't necessarily get more customers. I don't run ads because I don't have the burn rate for that, and I want to avoid increasing burn at the minute. I want to build up 12 months of runway as a business first. And so as a result, I don't have a process through which I can spend money to basically acquire more clients yet, and that is an important vehicle that I need to find. That might be content, that might be whatever. I think my big thesis is content, basically just telling people more about what you do. But you have to do content right. You can't just talk about yourself. So yeah, but I'm trying to play with the resources I currently have and figuring out what that looks like and how to best spend my time. And yeah, anyway, that's it. And I basically have a lot of thinking to do around that. How am I actually gonna, I can spend my week outreaching to people, going out, talking, and this is what I'm basically doing over the next few weeks. Going out, doing a lot of meetings, catching up with people, Because the thing is, somebody has something, right? Somebody always has something that trickles down and whatever. But I have to see what other things I can do in the meantime that can help me secure more deals and whatnot, more leads specifically. I think that is the ultimate criteria. Yeah, so I'm going to spend some time reflecting on that. I have a little bit of I have work to do for a proposal. That's pretty much it. Nothing too exciting going on today. It was a really great Sunday though. I spent a lot of time with my girlfriend and just caught up on things here in London over the weekend, so that was nice. But today wasn't very heavy on work. I'll just be doing some things now before I end my night and head to sleep, basically.